What's good, peoples? My name is Rob Payne III, and today's YouTube episode is about trucking. I'm gonna get right down to it, right? We just gonna talk random stuff on this channel, and today's random talk is going to be about trucking, the industry that I'm currently involving myself in. See, like, here, I'll show you if I can. Like, I drive trucks. I drive trucks. And I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all people out here in the field that be like driving on the side of me, cutting me off and everything, doing crazy little stunts. Y'all crazy. I'm telling you right now. You don't understand, right? I might be hauling something close to 80,000 pounds. If you think that it's possible for me to stop on the dime, let me explain something to you. This is the laws of physics, right? We is not in space. This is the earth. Something called gravity, centrifugal force, and you cutting in front of me and stuff like that, acting all stupid, like you gonna cut me off and everything like that. Let me tell you something about this truck. This truck will hurt you. This is not no toy. This is the big boy stuff. This 18 wheels. I might have freight on here, like I said, up to 80,000 pounds. I used to do loads out of the port, Savannah Port, Jacksonville, Baltimore Port, and run loads. In particular, with this company, they had a permit for up to 100,000 pounds. I'm not joking you. And they filled that thing up as high as they can get the capacity for those trucks. I'm not kidding. Like, I would see freight on there 95,000 pounds. So you hopping in front of a truck, you don't understand. You this close. You this close from getting your life taken away from you, unless that's what you want to do. Is you trying to accomplish that? Some of these drivers out here will help you achieve that because they will hurt you. Look, I like my freedom too much, but some of these grumpy drivers out here will hurt you. I'm not kidding. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about this business of trucking. Let's hop right into my situation, what I got going on. I work for a decent company. Well, I can't speak for how decent they are now because they just pretty much got taken over by a new company. I'm not real too sure about how great this journey is going to be because as soon as they took the company over, they start changing all these damn rules. I'm like, what the father help us? What is going on? Because like they wasn't doing this before. Now all of a sudden, all these rules. Like I've only been here back to the company for like a year, 2 months, pretty much. That's it. And I was thinking, you know what? I want to stay here for a little bit. I want to take some time out and build myself up, build a little equity up in the company and everything, make myself a little bit more valuable. I'm really starting to reconsider because of the simple fact that these people they coming in here, they buying up this company, whole different country they coming from, and they just I don't know if it's them per se or if it's just the management that's the proxy management that's in there now that either took over or the people that were in power before, but they probably got some new people in there or some old people that's implementing these new rules for the new owners. But I'm telling you right now, it's getting a little not so good. First thing they did, cut down the miles per hour on my truck. Let's talk about this for a second. You can drive 85 miles per hour through Arkansas, but I'll never be able to achieve 85 miles per hour through some Arkansas because of the simple fact that they govern my truck from 70 to 68 miles per hour. Talking about, oh, we're doing this because of the fuel. We're saving money on fuel. We're spending too much money on fuel. Police. This has nothing to do with just the fuel. Don't lie about that because you can't even regulate the fuel. You can't regulate the prices, and the government is giving you a discount on the fuel in the first place. Who you think you fooling? You get fuel surge discounts, and then you back charge the customer for how much fuel you think or in the equation is going to cost you to deliver the product. That's in the negotiation fees. Yeah, you can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool some of the people all the time, right? Albert Einstein. So check it out. So let me tell you what's going on. Two things is going on. Not just one, but two. They are not only are they saving the money for the fuel, so they say, and getting better fuel economy, so they say. They're also making it so that the drivers can only get so much money because if they deduct 2 miles per hour from my dashboard, that's a paid deduction. I get paid by the miles. I get paid. I'm not going to discuss my pay rate. I ain't going to embarrass myself like that. And let me tell you something else they did. Instead of me getting this is the cool hot stuff they did, right? We want to put you on a specialized division. My pay rate was here before, right? Like per miles per hour, cents per mile was here, right? By the time when I went to the division they sent me to, which I ain't going to say the name of the company because I'm limited about the scope of things that I could talk about. So, like the business strategies and all that. That's what I mean. So, they put me with this company automatically right off the bat. I'm making XYZ close between this range and this range of money, which is close to what I was already making. It wasn't all that, but more steady. You get the weekends off. Then after that contract expired with this company, which I don't think it was a contract being expired because I was still seeing other people. They probably just didn't want me to come back because I didn't want to be there in the first place, right? So because for personal reasons. And when I got flipped back onto my regular freight, a couple months out into it, I said, you know what? Let me take a look at my pay stub because I'm already at the year. I'm at the year in December, and I look at my pay stub to see if I got my raise. Oh yeah, we're gonna put you up 5 cents per mile, Payne. how about how about they took how about they took money away from me per mile, right? Like most people would have right there quit on the spot. Not me, right? But yeah, so they took, it was like 3 cents. They took 3 cents from me. Or was it 2 cents? Is it either 2 or 3 cents? Pretty sure it's probably 2 cents. So and up me, not even. They just took the 2 cents. So check it out. So now do the math. I'm lowered to 68 miles per hour on the truck, which means that hypothetically speaking, I can only get certain miles done per day. And I was killing them. Like literally, like I was doing what I needed to do, like going out there and putting in the miles, like literally, like I was putting in the miles. Like I eat through 1,000 miles like it's nothing. Like driving pretty much all day. Yeah, I get my little breaks in, yeah. But when I get in those modes of operation where I just feel like I'm going to knock all this miles out, I will just drive and drive and drive and drive and drive and drive. And to be totally honest with you, if they didn't have the half an hour break requirement, I would keep driving. I remember when I first started driving, man, these people was like, yo, the office called me and the log office was like, yo, we need to talk to you. I said, okay. Am I doing good? They was like, yeah, you doing good, but you doing bad. I was like, what you mean by that? Look at these logs, man. You're almost in serious violation. It's like, what you mean by that? It was like, you can't drive 15 hours. 15 hours? Like, you can't do that. But I thought that I could break my time up. No, you can only do 11 hours within a 14-hour period. Man, if I would have gotten an accident or something, it would have been some issues. Facts. So yeah, so they made me attend the log class and everything like that to straighten out this behavior. And then once I attended the log class, I stopped doing that, obviously. Also, you can't work for the company. If you're gonna be violating the federal law like that, you can't work for them. That's just how it is. So, I'm a law-abiding civilian truck driver, right? Doing what I need to do to make the ends meet from one week to the next legally. So here we go. So back to the pay. 68 mile per hour cap. So much money per mile. Deduction with the sense that they sneakily changed once they put me in the other division on a slick tip, and now I got less miles. I can only make so much. So now when I get my check, oh yeah, well he worked hard, but yeah, I'm barely pushing the threshold over when I used to make phenomenal money to just it's all right. Like the check's all right. Keep in mind you talking to a guy, and I can show you a copy of the stubs. Digitally, I can show you a copy of the stubs because everything I got else is in storage. I was pushing like $1,800, $2,200, $2,300 take homes for other company. Come to this company and everything like that in the regular company division. Not so, my friends. And do people make more than what I make? Obviously, yes. Matter of fact, the company that I work for, they pushing the upper thresholds of $108,000 or $104,000 a year for company drivers. So they're pushing like close to $2,000 a week. And because I live in Florida, I don't get access to that big money like that. And I don't have no current plans to move up in the area where it's cold. I like my Floridian residency. Yeah, it's a little harsh. It's like, which to me is kind of like some bull crap. Like they act like they ain't got loads in Florida. They got loads. They just don't really want to be down here like that. Because people might get the bright idea of wanting to take home time while they on the road, like, or take a couple days off, call off sick or some slick stuff like that, right? That's not what I'm up to. I just like to grab my mail and keep it moving. And I barely get to home time, which they said that will get you home, blah, blah, blah. Uh, at one period of time, that was kind of true. But after the takeover and right before the takeover started happening with the new company, that didn't end up being true anymore. Matter of fact, more financial damage has been done to me as far as my pay, and almost like a virtual job. I don't want to say the wrong words, like, and get barred, but it just ain't good. Just put it like this, like I barely get home to even get mail. Put it like that. Utilizing not 100% of my time, but 1,000% of my time. Even if I'm sitting on the side of the road like I am now, can't get to the next load because when I looked on the load, oh, this is another thing that they did. See, here's the scenario. I'm on a division pretty much where I pick my own loads. If my manager don't pick them before I get to it, or the upper management get to it, they'll pick my loads and everything like that. And I got no say over it. I can't refuse them or nothing. I just gotta go where they tell me to go, right? But if I pick my loads, typically I'll go where I want to go. But here's the real stinky thing that they've done. They've made it so that you can only deadhead, which means that you're going to, after you drop your final load off, that means the deadhead means to go to where you're going to pick up to get loaded, right? And pretty much most companies don't pay you for deadheading if you're on a contractor load board or something like that. They typically don't pay you for the deadhead, but some companies do. It just depends on your contractual agreement with the trucking companies. So they lowered it from 100 miles to 50 miles. And not only that, like I used to be able to go 50 miles out for what they call personal conveyance. Like if I want to go shopping, oh yeah. Or if I want to meet up with somebody and take them out to lunch or to go out to dinner or go over somebody's house and they owe me 50 miles in the next town, can't do that no more. Can't do it. Not on your personal conveyance time, you can't do it. They only let you go 15 miles. Slick. In other words, before I know it, because they had another company buying them out, what they did was pretty much called bait and switch. That's what that pretty much results to. When somebody says, oh yeah, this is how this is going to be, and well, how, I mean, they're not giving you, they're making it seem like it's indefinite with the terms of the contractual agreements, the employment agreements. And then you get in there and then 6 months later, they take away this and they start taking away that and they promised you this, but you only getting that. That's called bait and switch. That's illegal business practices. But that's what we up against. I don't know if the other company knows about what was at stake, but I really do believe that they're trying real hard to get the veteran drivers that were already in the driver's seat out. They pretty much figure like this, or they're real slick because they know that if we quit, voluntarily quit, they ain't gotta pay us no money. But if we get fired, depends on how we get fired, then they gotta pay us for, what is that? The compensation, unemployment or something like that. I think that's unemployment. So, I'm not a lazy dude. I just go out here, grind and do what I do. And for the most part, I do try to stay humble as possible because life could be a lot more worse. I've seen people out here every day and they're at the stoplights. They ain't got no money, no means to be able to get paid, nothing. They just don't have no life. And yeah, you'll see me from time to time give people money out of my pocket. I don't care what they do with the money. That's their business. And I go heavy on the TikTok. I do more than what I'm supposed to. I go overboard a little bit. I'm not going to be on a TikTok giving $200 and $300 away. And I guess maybe if I did give $200 and $300 away, that might increase my following or whatever. It just not right now. That ain't a good thing for me to give away unless it's me building up business and I'm trying to. And TikTok to me is kind of like business, but it's not really business. Like it's not business if you ain't making money. You know, they real strict. They want you to have 1,000 followers, and like at the time of this recording, just in case something changed. Sometimes my following goes up. Say the wrong thing, get on the wrong people's nerve, or just the time of the month and the people just getting off TikTok, they don't like you, they clicking the unfollow button or whatever makes these people tick. Some of these people are just straight weirdos, and I mean literally, like, no, oh man, I better not even talk too bad about the TikTokers. They might get at me, you know. But man, they is weird. Like they can't take a joke. Detached. I had somebody tell me they didn't know who a certain artist was or a certain actor was. And I just could not believe in a million years how you not know who this person is. Because without knowing who this person is, you wouldn't have the certain type of artist that you got now. They have a lack or ignorance of knowledge when it comes to certain artists and certain actors. Out of touch with reality. Like literally, I would only think that the only thing that they done, not even watched any movies, but played video games, like the whole upper echelon of their teenage years, like F movie night, right? Straight video games. Like mom and dad wants to keep them safe and out the streets. So little Bobby is going to be playing Battlestar Galactica on a Sony PlayStation 18, right? Whatever that is, right? I bet y'all don't even know what Battlestar Galactica is. That shows my age, right? So I'm just kidding about the video game selection, but wry sense of humor, no sense of humor, and these people are quick on the block trigger. Like literally, like they will block you just because it's the cool thing to do. It's only right. Goodbye. Click. And the next thing you know, you're disconnected from, from the chat. The host has officially blocked you. Or they have their little digital henchmen on there that will come at you and get you and block you. We're dealing with the cancel culture, man. You can not even play with these people, right? So serious, like they doing big business. And the only people that's really getting rich is TikTok. Because if you do the math, if you was smart, look, I'm not going to give you no business ideas on this video. I would give you some serious business insight that revolutionize the way you think, that have TikTok shaking around, tumbling in the tumbler to get out the kinks. Financially, like I would twist that thing over and get you on a brand new platform, and they would be mad at me, you know? And then they would send their digital assassins after me or whatever they got going on, you know? They'd get rid of me permanently on that after I teach you some things, because I would teach you how to make some serious dough. Oh yeah, Payne? Well, why are you not making serious dough right now? They always look to you what you got going on. But they don't understand what's underneath the hood of your brain. Like, even talking sophisticated to them, they blow it off like he just thinks he knows everything. And I ain't going to joke because I ain't trying to get blocked, right? Because I could go somewhere with that. I could go a lot of places with that scenario and pull up a character on spot, on site. It'd be on. So yeah, so let me get back to what we talking about, this trucking thing, right? So like I said, man, these people got my money on some serious lock. They got my truck toned down. They taking away my fringe benefits of traveling any place. They got my pay toned down. And I don't even know what's happening to the people that's making 104,000. I haven't heard their stories yet. And I heard I was getting ripped off when they put me over to the specialized division for the Christmas period, you know? So imagine that too. Anyway, like I said, man, if you see a certain company come offer you some work, be thinking very hard. Do not abandon ship. You might got a better deal at your company you working in than me. I'm serious about this. Till the next time, my friends. Name Rob Payne III. You have a wonderful evening and a wonderful rest of your week. Whatever time period it is. What's today we got here? Let's see. Today is March 3rd, 2023. You have a blessed evening and good day.